Camera, created by two UK engineers, is disrupting the video surveillance industry. Home security companies don't want you to find out about this cost-effective, highly advanced alternative. It applies some of the world's most innovative technologies, allowing you to install and configure it in seconds. It doesn't matter if you are a qualified electrician or housewife with no prior knowledge of electrical items. This brilliant invention was created by former employees of a lead doorbell camera company.
Nope, you don't need to be any of those professionals. You can just be a simply blatant scammer that grabs it straight up, as you see right here, from Alibaba or AliExpress or whatever. You could find it on the garbage, or you lift a rock and you find one of these because the rock is begging you to take one of these garbages home. Now, this ad is the epitome of scammers going too far and being allowed to do it. Now, I understand money and money making and the need of it and all that stuff. I give them that. I understand making a clickbait. I understand making maybe an overbloated ad just a little bit. You know, this camera is good quality. This camera is okay to put on your door and all that. Understandable. But to say it was made by two UK engineers, you don't need this, you don't need that, with the latest technology, with the greatest garbage on earth. Now that is where it goes too far. Made by leading camera, whatever, companies. It ain't, chief. It ain't it, chief. I have it. I have that camera right here. I made a video actually quite a while ago. I don't have the base because this camera was so good that got the last of my nerves that the base somehow flew across the wall, and this, for some reason, I did not throw yet. But I'm glad because I saw this ad for the 10th time, and when I went to find the ad, the MP4 file or FLV file itself, for this video, somehow this ad was nowhere to be found, as if it was a ghost. Anyway, despite that, this camera, let me tell you before I go any further to show you how it looks and how it feels and what do you expect from it, is garbage. Literally garbage. I would not give this camera as a gift even to my worst enemy. If you are looking for a garbage camera, go somewhere where in a landfill or dumpster or wherever people put garbage by the street, you have a 99.9% better chance of finding a way higher quality camera than this. This, first of all, doesn't do anything he says there. It does not do that how he acts like, yeah, it's wireless and you can just stick it somewhere and leave it there. No, you are not gonna stick it there for more than a few minutes because the battery will run out. The range, you are good if this camera is not probably too far across the room from the router. If I walk with this camera right now by my front door, it's gone. There's no chance of it ever having a connection. The battery will last in a great day after you have filled it 100%, maybe 20-25 minutes, if that, if you're lucky. This one is brand new. Literally, I only used it for one video before. I will leave the link on the description below for it. That is it. That's all I used it for because it was so disgusting. There's nothing to be made with it. There's literally no use for it. The night vision that they play on the video so craftfully, it's actually not night vision. And when they show here footage on this video of how this camera looks and how it's built and all that, there's no chance. It is zero chances of this camera. It is not it. So let me show you this footage here, for example. Look at this one right here. This footage, there's an absolute zero chance to have been gotten from this camera. I have it in my hand. I know how the footage looks from this one. Plus, it's not made to be outside. The first time you get any moisture, forget about rain, moisture near this camera, this will be foggy and shut down. And yes, it doesn't matter what kind of SD card you put on it. And the whole video has these kind of bogus claims, how it's better than any other camera, and it will replace, how does it replace your doorbell? Exactly, for example, with this camera. This is a doorbell camera. I've featured this in a video before. What a doorbell camera does has a ring. So in this video, you're telling people literally, take your doorbell out, right here. You're telling people, take your doorbell out and plug this garbage in. This, first of all, doesn't plug in conventional ways. It only plugs with a micro USB because, of course, otherwise it doesn't power up. But that's besides the point. Of course, I have Wise doorbell cameras, and yeah, they plug with this USB. But at least the Wise doorbell is at least 1080p. The video is good. It has 120 to 130 wide angle view. This one has almost 150-degree angle view, and it's almost 1080p, I would say, but not 1080p on compared to a phone, and at around 25-ish frames per second. Yes, and it has a battery on it, and you can connect it directly with the existing wires you have on your doorbell. Now this will replace your doorbell because the wires you have in your doorbell are AC current, anywhere varying from 9 volts to 24 volts, which this camera is made for that voltage range. This camera works for that, and it does the video, it does the ring on your phone, it has the bell, it has real night vision, by the way, real night vision, which is really crisp. And yes, but this seriously, this you call a doorbell camera? No. This, look, the battery went out by itself, by the way. I literally had it on for just a few minutes. Let me see if it has any more battery left on it, just to show you guys the mediocre footage that this one films. Really quick. I have the app. It's a V720 app. Whatever that means, right? Oh yeah, of course you have ads in the app, by the way, to begin with. Let me skip it. Device offline. It is on, clearly on right here, and it says device offline. Yeah. Now you have to restart it in order for it to 0% battery. Wow, it was 100%. Seriously? 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes ago, I made sure to charge it 100% before making this video. Look at it now, because I just wanted to show you quick footage. What this camera does, first of all, if I put my hand right here, it's gonna feel like a microscope, because somehow the lens they put on it, or whatever they put on it, zooms in. It zooms literally. The object might be 10 feet away. This camera will show it like it's 1.5 feet away. It makes zero sense. It is grainy, and it is just one of those cameras that I don't wish it to my enemies. Okay, let me see. Nope, none of them work. Yeah, and I tried to record with it before, just so I could show it. Yep, none of the recordings are even saved, which is beautiful. Access your account from the cloud. Wow, no, I'd rather access my account from a lightning rod than this camera. Okay, one more thing that I discovered while tinkering with this camera was with PCAP Android, or PCAP Droid, is I have this V720 turned on, checking for anything pinging somewhere. The camera is not actually connected right now, only the app is open, as you see right now. Device offline. It's not communicating with the camera, but here there's kilobytes going on. Very beautiful, right? And if you check the connections where the kilobytes are going on, most of them are ads, and that's fine. But I found some very interesting pinging to Shenzhen, China, and China Telecom. Very interesting indeed. Why would it have to go report to China when I'm trying to access it here? I understand that it was made in China, that is fine, but does it have to report every time? Well, why aren't ads coming from China then? Why are ads coming from Google Static? Why is that so? As you see, Nax, Clo, this, whatever is called here, is going up and down. And you can check for who is right here on this app. And as you see right here, let me close it, get it closer. Where is that coming from? Alibaba Cloud LLC. Beautiful. So it's still connected to some Alibaba Cloud. Let me try to turn it on really quick. Oh, it turned off, of course. Turn back on just to see if we can just record something to show you guys the quality. And this is just one of those things that, yeah, it goes to Alibaba first. Let me see if I can find the other ones, because there's a lot of good stuff going on with this camera, where it records, where it reports, and all that beautiful stuff. Private address here. Wow, that is very, very beautiful. And this is one of the, let me show you where it's this connection right here, for example. That's GAR1 and all that. .cn, we know is China. And if you click on this website that's given right there, goes to a site that I don't even know. Straight back to China. And there's so many of those websites there, by the way. It's not even funny. I'm not saying it means anything, but it's just suspicious. It is suspicious. And how they're trying to put this camera on everyone's face, that is something I do not like and I do not appreciate. Still hasn't come online. Let me see if it connects now. Nope, it's not going to connect. Okay, right now it should be connected. And the router this is connected to is probably 5 feet from right here. So there is no excuse this time for it not to be on. Of course, first we have ads. Internet online. Now it is connected. Let's see if it ever loads. Yep, my internet speed is 300, 400 megabit per second, which should be way more than enough for this camera. As you see, this is my hand, and I don't know if I can show you the distance of my hand, which let me show you in the ceiling itself. Let me show you some, I don't know, some letters here. And it got stuck again. Yep, that's the whole story with this camera. It keeps saying refreshing, but meanwhile, they don't skip a beat when it comes to sending payloads and connections. Look at that. These are all connections with this camera. Some pop in as closed, some pop in back as active, and all that good stuff. This is just interesting that a camera like this is even allowed to actually scamvertise online. Yeah, that's not advertise. It is scamvertise. This one right here.
Spy Focus offers.
Yeah, those two cables that it says there, you should connect instead of your doorbell. These two. Where are those two in this camera? I have this camera right here. Please provide me with those two wires. I would like to know where those two wires are, because I'm failing to see. Maybe I need glasses. Do you guys see any place where those two wires would go? Seriously, I'm failing to see that, because on my other camera that replaces a doorbell, it actually has the place for the two wires. You take this cover here, you put the wires here that come from the back, and boom, you have a camera going on. But this one doesn't have any of that. So what are we talking about? As you see, when I moved the camera, somehow it started working. Let me try to film here. Yeah, that's the footage. It's really bad. On the phone probably looks really good. Let me record some of it. Why not, right? So I can actually show you. Look, it's in Chinese, some storage stuff. I don't even understand which one is yes and which one is no now. So we're gonna have to take a guess, I guess. Allow V7 to what? To access music and audio on this device? I've never had this as I'm not allowed for the sake of it. Videos on this device? Wow. Isn't that beautiful? And now that I gave it access and I'm trying to record, I'm moving the camera. Nothing's being recorded. Nothing. Wow. Okay, I did enough for this video. I am done with this video. I'm done with this garbage camera. And I highly suggest you stay away from it. Stay away from it. If you love yourself, you love your money, you love your house, stay away from this garbage. This is pure, utter lies and garbage on that ad. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. And please like and subscribe and warn others. If you see this kind of crap around, just warn everybody not to touch it with a 10-foot pole if they can. See you next time. Bye.